7 ways a narcissist will negatively impact your life, be it the malignant, classic, covert, overt, somatic, cerebral, vulnerable. Narcissistic abuse is a hideous form of mental abuse, often hidden so people don't even know what's happening to them. And with some narcissists, there is not only mental violence, also physical violence. Without us even knowing it, we become trapped living in a spiritual warfare, death by psychological abuse. Any scars we carry, they will rip wide open. Any goals or dreams we have, they will crush. They often begin as your hero and your dreams come true to end up becoming your biggest enemy and worst nightmare. Everything they do is to meet a need of their own, and they are a leech, a parasite, a virus that infects your whole life. To me, most live by the 7 deadly sins. Most narcissists live by the 7 deadly sins. 1, pride, excessive belief in themselves. 2, envy and jealousy of all others. 3, gluttony, to have more than they need. 4, lust, always craving for more. 5, anger, they cannot accept love and always resort to anger in the end. 6, greed, material possessions, most often other people's, not always. 7, sloth, most are rather lazy and do the bare minimum to meet their never-ending wants and needs, often using other people to achieve their wants and needs. The narcissistic personality disorder is a disorder, and they do have to have at least 5 of the traits to have the disorder. These are, number 1, have a grandiose sense of self-importance, exaggerating talents and achievements. So a lot of people get confused and start to think, well, I act a bit like that. So remember, you need to have at least 5 of them. And there's nothing wrong with having talents and achievements, and there's nothing wrong with knowing you can achieve things. It's the way they go about it, exaggerating or lying about what they've achieved. 2, preoccupied with ultimate success, lives in a fantasy world of power, control, dominance and brilliance. Again, it's okay to use your imagination and dream things that you would like to have in your life, within your life for you. The difference is they have the need for power, control, dominance and brilliance. Most good people want to live their lives helping others. They live their lives by destroying others. 3, superiority, believing they are special and above all others. And there's nothing wrong with knowing or believing that you are special. The difference is knowing that you're only in competition with yourself and you're not above other people. Everyone is equal in the world. It's the case of knowing who you are and who they are. 4, entitled, feels entitled to have their own needs met, demanding, manipulative and controlling. There's nothing wrong with having your own needs met. It's the way they go about it. It's the fact that they manipulate and control people to do this. 5, excessive admiration, a constant need for excessive admiration from other people, whether that's positive attention or negative attention. They need attention from other people. 6, exploits all others, takes advantage and manipulates others to get their own needs met. So if you don't go around exploiting other people, you are not a narcissist. 7, lack of empathy, cannot truly connect with how others are feeling. Most of them have cognitive empathy, so they can use people's empathy against them to guilt trip them into doing things they don't want to do, but they don't have the emotional empathy to put themselves in another person's shoes and feel how their actions might make someone else feel. 8, envious and jealous. They hate people who have something they want, also believing others are envious of them. And we can all be jealous in our lives at one point or another, but we don't usually go around trying to crush people because they have something we'd like. We go around trying to earn it for ourselves and are usually pleased for those that have achieved. 9, arrogant, an exaggerated sense of their own abilities and behaviours. And there's nothing wrong with having self-esteem and self-worth and learning from mistakes. And that's the difference. They don't learn from mistakes. They don't recognise their own mistakes. They blame other people for their mistakes. Whereas other people doubt their abilities, and that fear stops them from achieving what they can achieve. When you need to know that you can achieve things, and as long as you're doing it for you with confidence. There's a difference between confidence of becoming who you are, learning from your own mistakes, and arrogant, just doing what you want with no regard to how you affect those people around you. There is a difference between narcissistic behaviours and non-narcissistic behaviours. The most significant things to look out for is a lack of genuine empathy, exploiting others, and entitlement. As they manipulate others from their love bombing, devaluation, discard, and then the hoover with the pity plays, silent treatment, gaslighting, projection, threats, making us feel insecure and crazy. It takes time for good-hearted people who care and are kind to others to see what's genuinely happening due to the narcissist's cruel and sometimes calculated games. By then, we have to recover from not only the reality of the abuse that genuinely happened, also the trauma bonding, anxiety, PTSD, financial ruin, mental and physical illnesses. 6 ways they infect our lives. Number 1, they invade all your relationships. They not only swoop in and sweep you off your feet, but they also do the same with all your friends and family. Happy to go out with your friends and family and events at the start, and then slowly any outings or special occasions are ruined, often leaving you in depths of despair and looking unhinged. They pick your friends and family off one by one, isolating you from support, and with some they will shift your friends and family loyalty away from you and onto them. They are a virus that infects your relationships with others through triangulation, making you look crazy, or merely getting you to walk on eggshells, conform to their demands, and fear going out. 2, they invade your social media and inboxes. In the beginning, it's full of loving, sentimental messages on our social media or personal messages or email. They slowly creep in the devaluation, using social media to further their manipulative games. They might gradually stop leaving those sentimental remarks, and then out of nowhere comes complete silence, and then out of the blue they are back, playing nice, posting again, while blaming you for being insecure if you ask them what's happening. While you cannot even catch your own thoughts, often taking on theirs and believing somehow you are at fault, try to make it up to them, they play nice again, love bomb you. So with their negative, hurtful words, then re-idolization, we end up genuinely believing it was our fault. Then come threats, criticism, put downs, as they cycle around their social media games, all to keep us more confused. Now, a couple can get into a relationship, start off posting on social media about each other, and then they just get too involved with their lives together to post on social media. But they don't feel insecure, they're not threatened, they don't get put down. It's just part of life. With a narcissist, there's usually some trickery behind it. 3, they take any and all of your resources, some without care. They will pity play, threat, blame shift, make you feel guilty, sink in your mental health so you become dependent on them. Most move into your home, don't pay the bills, eat your food, to then simply take what's yours and not give anything in return. To them, it is a case of what's yours is theirs and what's theirs is their own. They spend your money, try to take you home. Some will vandalise your property, again blaming you. Some will try to get you to sell up and move miles away, leaving you isolated. A lot will walk out and leave you with as little as possible, feeling empty on the inside as well as the outside, slowly manipulating everything you once had away from you. For they are a virus and infect your heart, mind and soul. Not only are they a leech in your home, they're also a leech draining you through manipulation slowly over time, from songs that they play to you to the words that they say to you that don't match their actions. So you no longer know who you are. From the love bombing, the idolization, and always being at your side in the start, to then the sudden disappearing acts, leaving you wondering what you did wrong, planting seeds of self-doubt in your mind, not only with their actions, also from their gaslighting words, such as you're too sensitive and that never happened, to you'll never find someone like me, and who'd want you? You're crazy. Your subconscious is slowly programmed over time to grow those seeds of self-doubt into your own thoughts, and you slowly lose your own self-worth. Now, when they've said things like, you'll never find someone like me, that's good. You never want to find someone like them. For they take over your emotional health like a virus slowly taking over, and then they swoop in for the kill. They love bomb where they get all their positive attention and emotions from you, joy and happiness, wanting you to please and love them, and you often oblige. You praise them, and it is all about them. And then comes the devaluation, where they'll happily make you cry, and they'll sit and watch you cry and blame you for crying, or they'll walk out on you and then they'll blame it all on you, leaving you hurt and confused. Even the discard is done each and every time with no closure, leaving you hurt and confused. The Hoover, when they come to rescue you, then when you finally wake up and see them for who they are, they use any and all of your weaknesses against you, cutting you wide open for more emotional torture. 5, your hopes and dreams at the start, they pretend to love all that you do, false promises to fulfill all those dreams with your soulmate. Then during devaluation, they slowly take all your dreams, hobbies, passions and hopes away from you. After discard, most of us are left with nothing and an empty shell of our former selves, full of fear and anxiety to get up and go again. 6, your trust, the extent of the manipulation and lies that they do to you, you slowly lose your trust in others as well as your trust within yourself. Questioning over and over, analysing everything and others' motives towards you, including your own motives towards others. In a state of hypervigilance throughout the devaluation and after the discard, with all the games that they throw your way. One thing to help recovery with this is listening to your instincts, trusting those instincts. We often go against our instincts and make excuses up in our mind, which are valid within our mind. And when we look back, we can think, if we'd have just listened, even though we didn't realise what it was telling us. So when we start tuning into our instincts again, that trust will come back. You can and you will recover from this. So a few steps to help safely get away from the narcissist, and I mean safely, removing the source of pain and confusion from your life, no contact or grey rock. Set up your boundaries, block them and any flying monkeys, learn a million ways to say no and stick to your no. Learn about narcissistic personality disorder, put your reality back together, forgive yourself for the things you didn't know, any reactions you have taken, learn to tune into your instincts that your mind and heart can choose to ignore. Start filling your human needs up for love and connection, certainty, significance, growth, uncertainty, contribution by learning new things, making new friends, connecting with those who understand you. This will help you overcome the trauma bond, fixing any issues you had as a child, working on any childhood traumas, working on you. Finding your focus and creating new dreams for you, starting new hobbies or taking up old hobbies. Practice observing and not absorbing their toxic words and the toxic things that happen around you. Listen to people's actions, not only their words. Be patient and kind on yourself. Most people slip up on the road to recovery. Keep taking those baby steps until you make it. Smile at others. Don't fear reactions. You never know whose day you might brighten by a simple smile. And a simple smile can infect the world. Develop your mindset. Teach your brain consciously. Throw out those negative thoughts and find the positive ones each and every day. Learn new things and give yourself new knowledge and wisdom, new skills when it gets hard to help you keep going. Think creative, think constructively, think big, dream big, and then take those small steps to learn and go for it. Work on your mindset, work on your knowledge, use your brain the right way to benefit you. Pay other people compliments. How do you feel when you receive a genuine compliment? Give compliments out to those you know and those you don't. Lift others' spirits with a simple compliment. When others compliment you, you automatically like them more. It feels good to receive praise, and it also feels good giving praise. Giving out genuine compliments helps you develop your own people skills, leading to more confidence within yourself. Only sincere compliments though. And if it's not easy to start, just do it within your mind. Pay them a compliment within your mind until you're ready to compliment someone verbally. Your sense of humour, whatever that sense of humour is to you, find your sense of humour. Laughter truly helps lift your mood and lift your spirits. I'm Elizabeth Shaw. Thank you so much for listening. If you'd like any further advice, please do add it into the comments. If you have any advice for other people, as it is about building a community, please add that into the comments also. Thank you. Bye.